G'day boys and girls. As you can probably see, I've been doing a bit of work. Bit of work on the mini bike, bit of work on something else. Here, that's, let's just say most of my mini bike, most of its battery, there's 2 cells missing, because it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 5 cells, but that's only 3. Supposed to be another 2 cells on top. Don't worry about how it's wired. Used to work great. It's a lot of power sitting there doing nothing. I never went for a ride and run out of power. It just kept going and going and going. I figured there was a more useful way of using power. So I've decided mini bike I'm going to convert to triple drill battery. My crazy cart runs on a pair of drill batteries. This one I'm going to run on 3. So it'll be one that way, one that way, and one that way. All in series, all 5 amp, give me a 5 amp 60 volt battery. Built-in BMS, so yeah, pretty much unkillable. Hell of a lot lighter than the battery I was running, which is a bonus, and still get a decent amount of mileage out of it. The battery box that was in it, sitting up here, don't know what I'm going to use it for. The drill batteries, I can only fit 2 in that box, can't fit 3, so that's why I'm modifying it a bit. We'll see what happens. That one's going to take a while, I'm not really worried about it. But in the meantime, I've been busy. Look at that. That's a boat prop. Sorry, off a water snake, trolling motor, whatever you want to call it. And a 90-degree drill adapter thingy. Bit of Steno pipe. A couple of its alloy. I have no idea how old this drill is, but it used to run on NiCads. 18 volts still, but NiCads. I've since decided that it's now going to be an outboard motor, an electric outboard. So I've got a, what do you call it? A dyno bolt with the head cut off, running through the prop with a tiny piece of 6mm alloy pipe that's used as a shim to make the prop fit the dyno bolt. There's a nut holding it on, plus, well, the butterfly nuts just for show, bit of fun. Anyway, that's crimped into the drill head of the 90-degree fitting. The 90-degree fitting is just hose clamped into a piece of pipe. I've split both sides so I can flange it just enough to slip this thing in and then hose clamp it. It has a 5/6 hex bit output that I used a socket, 5/6 socket, sitting on that has a, I believe it's a 6mm alloy tube rammed into the square end of the socket. That's clamped into the head of the drill. Sorry, that drill. I set it all on the bench, had it all lined up. I just clamped a bunch of alloy that I bent just right. Excuse me. To bend around the chuck. I drilled and tapped some bolts in here into the sides of the drill. Now I was lucky, just under this part of the drill is a cavity of about 4 or 5mm that allowed me to drill through, tap and put some bolts in and not affect any functionality of the drill. Both sides into the metal, which is great. And yeah, a long time ago, the batteries to this old Makita died. I was going to repack the cells, but someone decided to throw the batteries out. So anyway, left with the drill, no batteries or a charger. I tried to hotwire the drill and short-circuited it, fried the throttle to it. I think I plugged the battery in the wrong way. Didn't have any point of reference. Didn't know any better. So, removed the trigger throttle and hooked it up to a 24 volt electric scooter, speed control and throttle. Now this, at the moment I've just got a pair of lead acid batteries in there, but I will be running it on I'll be running it on 6-cell lithium ion, 6P, so it'll work out about 12 amp hour 6-cell. That's because I've got 3 5-cell battery banks for that thing that I'm now going to hack apart. That's one 5-cell, that's another 5-cell, that's 3-cell, and I have a 2-cell upstairs hiding. The 2-cell I'm going to split in half, whack one onto here and one onto here, giving me 6-cell and then another 6-cell. Whether I run them in parallel or individually, one at a time, I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. But at the moment, pair of lead acids charged up, 24 volt, 20 volt drill. I don't know if you can read that, but let's see, yeah, 18 volt. Being an old neckhead, it probably never got 20 volt, but anyway. Big old car switch, flick it on. Mini bike, scooter, whatever, throttle. Let's see what happens here. Oh, all my tissue paper blew away. Anyway. Pretty cool, eh? It's got 3 speed. At the moment it's on 3. So anything lower just gives me more torque. Otherwise, I just hit more throttle. Or more. How about a little more? That's it. If I run lithium, it'll give me a little bit more. What's the rating on this? What's that say? 0 to 300 / 0 to 600 / 0 to 1700. But then if you look a bit down further, I don't know. I'll have to get photo reference of that later. But it does more when you put it on hammer impact apparently. But anyway. The way I work it, from the drill motor, which I've pulled apart, took the case off, spun the fan blade of the actual DC motor in there. I spun it 17 times to 1 revolution of this head. So I would work it out at 17 to 1, even in 3rd gear. After that it just gets crazy high. But yeah, subscribe and you might find out when I put it on a boat. I haven't finished it. It's still got to I still need a way to mount it to the arse end of the boat, so you know. And the mini bike needs a hell of a bit of work. Should be fun though. It's quite heavy. I mean, at the moment it's just a drill on a shaft. The drill itself is rather heavy I mean, should easily be 7, 8 years old, probably older. Anyway, have fun, stick around for more, subscribe, like, comment, all the rest of that sort of